is very interesting, and as you remember, Brandon, I told you to get out of the pound yen below the 125.47, and I also suggested you to get out of the pound Aussie New Zealand below the 129, the 198.23. And the reason is, I want you to take a look at this chart, guys. This is for all of you. Look at this image, and then look at this image. And then the failure. The same thing with the pound New Zealand. This one is a little bit more profound. The clearer the image, the more the explosive move on the opposite direction, but it is the same technical pattern. And all what that suggests to us, it gives us clarity that how weak the pound is. If the pound is moving higher and explosive against the dollar, it shouldn't capitulate like this against the New Zealand. It should not capitulate against the Swiss. It should not capitulate against the euro. So the pound now is basically weak across the board, except against the US dollar, and pretty much it. So the only currency that, if you look at the radar screen, the only pair that the pound is strong at is the US dollar. That's it. And it's weak, very weak against the Swiss, very weak against the yen, extremely weak against the New Zealand, and not so much, it's just kind of inside the no man's land with the Australian dollar. So now you can see that the Aussie, I mean, look at this. I don't want to, I mean, I can do this tomorrow in the room, but look at this, or if somebody can remind me tomorrow. Look at this, the pound Aussie, and look at this. That is what the reason I suggested to you that we look at buying the pound Aussie when it gets above the 154, because the Aussie is genuinely weak and the pound is genuinely weak. Both of them are weak. So now if it gets above the 154.40, then we can get some short covering to the upside. Okay, so having said that, let's do the pound yen. This is, we closed the week at 125.17. The structure point is 125.47. Therefore, our buying for the pound yen is easy. We buy it only above the 125.47. That is our structural long point, and of course it is going to be our stop. On the short side, we're going to go short below the low of the day, which in this case is the 125. And if I go short below the 125, my stop has to be above this high over here, which is the 125.40. So pretty much my stop on either is pretty much the structural point. And I think I should need to put the structural long point here. That's why it's so important to put these lines on your charts, guys. So that's our structure point. So I'm going to take the stop, put my stop up at here at the 125.4. So the pound yen, I'm buying it above the 125.47. That's our long point and structure long point and stop. On the short side, I'm going to go short below the 125. My stop is 125.40. and my structure short point is the 122.85. all right, that is the pound yen. Let me save that.